Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, just gonna sit there and wait a little bit until I get some people into the chat because I know I'm like 3 minutes late from the time I said I was gonna post. That was gonna go live, but yeah, I want to kind of get all my goodies ready, my usual ramen noodles, my drink, and everything. So, I'm just a little silent. Got one person so far in the chat, which is good. Hello. And then it goes back to no one. Wow, I got this message super late. So I want to, well, I know no one's in here right now, but, given everything that's going on, in certain parts of the world, I want to sit there and make sure that DC was doing okay. And I got a text from them that I was waiting for, like all this morning. And apparently it came in for some odd reason. It never told me. Like, I'm just not getting it. It was so weird. I had to use my phone all day, and for some odd reason, I didn't sit there and see that text. So that's kind of annoying. I always have to be careful about like the way I hold my phone in case somebody calls or texts. I don't like leak information, phone numbers, and stuff like that. But if you're in the chat, just say what's up and let me know that you're in. I see two people, but then it's like it keeps floundering between like two people, one person. Now we got three people in the chat. So, um, yeah, seriously. Hello, two people that is in the chat so far. I'm not being quiet on purpose. Oh, what's good, Sanford? How you doing? First person of the night to say what's up. Hope you are doing well. So, since you're the first person, I don't know you watched GH. What do you think of today's episode of GH? You know, my day was actually good. It was very productive. It was very, very, very productive. Um, it's every now and then I would sit there and sometimes like take like sleep aids or whatever if I couldn't like help myself sleep. But for the past 2 weeks, I haven't been taking any, and I've been sleeping amazing. Um, so I'm actually doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. So yeah, what you thought of GH? Jay Carly is in the chat. Yeah, Jay Carly, me too. I'm happy that Spinelli finally came clean. I'm happy about that because that took way too long. Yeah, gotta stay with the noodles. I mean, it stays hot for a very long time. Yeah, I don't. My whole thing is like, I said a comment. I was like, does anyone actually like Cody? Because I know a lot of people don't like Cody. Oh, what is good, Nikisha? Miss Nikisha Moore is in the chat. How you doing? So I was just sitting there asking, what did you think of GH today? Nikisha Moore don't like Cody. Yeah, yeah. Jay Carly, not a Cody fan. What is good, Blackmon? Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? Yeah, I was just sitting there talking to DC because he's out there in Florida. So I wanted to make sure that he was good, and well, he's good. So happy about that. Blackmon, I am doing great. I am doing amazing, and I'm not. I really do mean that because, again, for people that just joined the chat, every now and then I used to sit there and take these like night quills and stuff like that, and I haven't took it in like 2 weeks. I've just been going to sleep naturally without any aid or any like um whatever. I'll just sit there and say no, no nuclear option, and it's been great. Um, and I got like all four of my reviews done before 8 o'clock, so I'm doing fantastic. But yeah, Blackmon, what do you think of GH? What do you think of GH so far? You liking it or um? Jake Carly is right. Like GH has been kind of meh, for the past couple of days. It's not bad, but like the deck stuff was cool. Um, I thought he was gonna MacGyver his way out of that situation. I really did, and it's making me think that the guy who Sonny hired might be the killer. I don't know why. I just at this point, I feel like anyone could be the killer, and I know it's not going to be like an outside source like whoever the hell that guy is, but you know what it is? I hope whoever it is, whoever the killer is, it won't be disappointing like Days. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the fact that Clyde was the killer. Black Monson is getting more watchable. Yes, it's getting more watchable. Yeah. Jay Carly says it's not Dex. Yeah. Um, it's too obvious. Same thing with Esme, even though I'm still gonna say it's Esme that's behind the killings. And you know what? Maybe it is Ryan. You know, maybe with Ava, he just wants to dance in a message. What if it's Alex? Maybe he's not. Maybe she's not dead. Sanford, you mean Alex? Maybe she's not dead. You're gonna have to explain that one to me, Sanford. Oh, never mind. Okay. Thank you, Sanford. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe it could be Alex. I don't know. It's just, I feel, I mean, my whole thing is that, yeah, Rory's keeping a lot of secrets and everything, or he could be keeping secrets. And it could be Rory, and it could be Dex, it could be Cody. But the thing is, it's just too obvious. It's just too obvious. By the way, on a side note, um, I know some people that's in here is in James, James live stream. And he's been promoting this whole, YouTube thing. So I want to know how many people is actually going. Like how many people is going to be going to James Zoom? Because I'm gonna be there. What do you want something from Bread? Yeah, Sanford. I mean, granted, that's a hell of a lot about Faison and everything like that. Oh, you're the daughter of Faison. Like, why? Why does that matter? You know. So yeah, I can definitely see Sanford. And Spinelli did sit there and say like, he seemed like he's up to no good with Brett. So would not put that past him. Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, I was just asking about the Zoom thing because, like I said, I'm gonna be there. Blackmon. Oh, Blackmon, you're gonna be on there on the 8th and the 30th. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're gonna be there. Okay, cool. So I look forward to seeing you then. Sanford right now. Sam's gonna be up. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Spinelli and Sam go way back, and some people could sit there and say they go way back when the show used to be good. Yeah, Jay Carly. I agree with that also. When I stop and I think about the motivations of these characters, because you got so many characters. It's like sometimes it could be. I don't want to sit there and say overwhelming, but it could be a lot. It'd be a hell of a lot. Um, but yeah, no, he definitely wants something. You got Michael just coming up in Sonny's place, and Sonny's like, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna be who I am, and I don't care about your little delicate sensibilities or whatever he said." All right, Sonny. Oh, Stanford. Josh is all out for his boo. Dex. Yeah, I feel like at some point I should be. We should sit there. Like, come on, with how many months is going to be before Dex and Josh hooks up? I mean, yeah, Dex and Josh hooks up. How many months? How many months is it going to be? Anyone want to take a guess? Anyone want to take a guess how long? How many months is going to be before Dex and Josh hook up? I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I'm here for it. As soon as it hits October, Black Moss says 2 months. By November, sweep. Yeah, okay, Jay Carly. Good point. Sweeps week is around, well, not around the corner, but good point, Jay Carly. Alicia, a week. Alicia gives a week. How you doing, Alicia? Yeah, so Alicia gives it a week. Should be very interesting. I got to get in contact with DC Sanctuary again because I want to set up another um James called it a threesome. I'm like, but like another collab with all three of us, me and Brock TV. So it should be. Alicia says hi. Hey folks. It's really nice to sit there and see you in the chat, Alicia, because I know, sometimes I see you in the comment section in my regular videos, so it's nice to sit there and see you. Sanford says Sonny has to check facts, but how? Crystal Williams is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? We just sitting there talking about GH. The good, the bad, the ugly, the all in between. Today, as far as soap operas went, for the most part, it was pretty decent. Yep, J. Carly, she is definitely a hypocrite. And to be fair, she does get on a lot of people's nerves, so thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Likewise. Um, but yeah, no, Jay Carly, yeah, Joss is definitely a hypocrite. But now so is Trina though. Trina wasn't happy with Cam for keeping that secret, but yet she's keeping a secret of herself, and it's a stupid secret at that. Ooh, they were dumpster diving. Like, okay, like I don't understand why Josh just does not tell Cam about the dumpster diving. Lisa says, "Don't hate the player." Hmm. Yeah, but I feel like we can hate the player a little bit. So if they're wondering, deciding if I should keep my HBO Max for another month to finish watching some movies, because I do want to watch The Boys on Amazon, and I'm not paying $14 for both of them. So yeah, and I'm trying to finish watching this one movie tonight, just like an hour. For the most part, you know what actually surprised me today? Um, B&B. Oh, Bold and Beautiful. Bold and Beautiful actually surprised me today. Bold and Beautiful actually surprised me today because for once, out of God, I don't know how long I've been watching that for. It was good. Was good, Jay? Welcome, 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 welcome to the chat. Yes, Nikisha. Thomas definitely set up Brooke. Oh yeah, no, definitely. When he was like, "Yo, you know how we could sit there and tell who calls CPS? We know a guy. We know a guy that can sit there and do that." Yeah, no, Alicia, it's very obvious. But I mean, it's something that's so simple. It wasn't like they were making out or she was just hanging out with him for a little bit. She literally asked them, "Hey, I need help finding this charm bracelet. Could you help?" You know? Black Mud says B&B surprises me right now. Rich is going back to Taylor for real. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely gonna happen. That is Black Mud, you know what that's gonna happen. Okay? Because Thomas set that chick up, Brooke up. Hmm. Yeah, Sanford. But the thing is, the only person that knows that Sheila is alive is Deacon. Ooh, that's a good point, Acacia. I didn't think about that. Just some guy that he knows. Alicia thinks that Sonny is going to get the hook. Nah, I think he for Sonny he would have to go out more epic than just The Hook. Jay, you're liking Days right now. Yo, Days, except for today's episode, which wasn't terrible, Days has been killing it. Okay? Days has been killing it. I say this in the chat a lot. Like, if I had to recommend another show to watch besides GH, I would pick Days. I'll pick Days. And it's weird for me to say it because I grew up watching GH. I love GH. I love the characters. Um, I'm never gonna stop watching GH, but Jay is liking Days right now. Yeah, yeah. No, Days is killing that. Ooh, Sanford. Yeah, no. Hope Curtis gets the hug. Yo, during that whole exchange between Jordan and Portia in the chat, whose side was you on? Was you on Portia's side or was you on Jordan's side? Jay, you know what? Allie makes me mad 95, 98% of the time. So, yeah, you're preaching to the choir. So, at least you think that the hook, him being killed by the hook, would be a perfect death for Sonny? Sanford says Jordan. Crystal Williams says neither. Okay. Jordan, Portia is Crystal, why do you say neither? I mean, oh yeah, yeah, Nikisha, definitely gonna answer that question. What is good 25? Yo, we definitely got to sit and get together again at some point. It's been hella busy trying to do videos like 6 days a week and sleeping on Saturdays if I'm not doing a live with James. But we definitely gotta get together at some point. Jordan. Yeah, nobody's going for Portia and her whole. Oh, you know what really pissed me off about Portia when she tried to use. Yeah, 25. It has been a month. When she tried to use Taggart as some sort of shield. Yeah, Jay Carly Portia is wrong. Yeah, Jay Carly. You got a point. Yeah, 25. Yeah, no, it's been a minute. I'm sorry. I have just been like, if you see me, I'm usually doing like 4 videos a day and 3 live streams a week. So it's kind of a lot. So I'm not like ignoring you or anything like that. It's just been hella busy. Yeah, yeah. Portia's keeping secrets. Yeah, yeah. No, Jay Carly, I get that it's not Jordan's business. You are right about that, but it's just something that's so foul about keeping somebody's paternity. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping a child away from somebody else and just being like, because she's doing it for herself. You know, that whole paternity thing. I'm not a fan of. Hmm. At least you got a point. You got a point. Um, but I mean, still, Portia's keeping the truth from Curtis. But you know what? Tiger has to take a little bit of that smoke, though. Because how, Joanna, what is good? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is always great to see you. Thank you for joining. Talking about GH. I mean, we're going to be talking about all the soap operas, but we're talking about GH Star right now. Um, oh, Jonathan. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, I remember you said that um, when I did my Salem's movie, we just said I will rat Portia out in a New York minute. How are you doing today, though, Jonathan? Or tonight, depending on when your time zone is. Yep. J. Carly, we can all agree that Portia is hell wrong. But again, how did Taggart not question that once? Jonathan, I'm glad you're doing good. And thank you for joining again. But yeah, how did Taggart not sit there and try to Ethel is in the chat. How are you doing? It's been a minute since I've seen you. And I know I don't really check my comments as much as I should, so I apologize for that. But it's always good to see you though. Um, I'm glad that you're doing great. Thank you for joining. But yeah, how did Taggart not question that once? Sanford, so you think that he kind of hiddenly, like in some sort of way, he knows? Hmm, yeah. Alicia Taggart may not have questioned it, but I'm betting he doesn't know. You mean that you're betting that he does know sort of with Sanford? How do you pronounce your name? Because I don't want to sit there and mess it up. Is it Janice or Janice? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. But yeah, you think that Portia's gonna tell on herself. I mean, hell, she looking hell Janice Janice. Thank you. Hill is in the chat. Yeah, Hill. At first I was talking to somebody in the chat and I was like, "Yo, this dude actually called CPS on himself to blame Brooke." I mean, that's spiteful, but I give him credit for that. Okay, I give him credit for that. I mean, this woman was sitting there for 20 something. She's been talking about that damn knife for like 4 days or a week. I've lost track, but she's talking about that goddamn knife. Like, oh, the knife. Apple says Thomas is crazy as hell. Yeah, but apparently well, fair, have not been watching as long as other people. So I will take your word for it. Exactly. Exactly, Sanford. Yeah, Jeremy, you got a point. Jonathan, I mean that's the way it's looking. That's the theory. Okay, Brad Bell. Yeah, he says he doesn't know how to write for these characters as far as being consistent. Yeah, because I mean, from what I understand, Thomas was doing so well, like he was getting better and everything like that. Yeah, Jonathan, that's what I was there saying. I'm like, it's a smart move, you know. It definitely will cause a rift between Brooke and Taylor. I mean Brooke and Ridge. So smart. Yeah, Sanford. It seems like they're taking the character backwards. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Jeremy. Definitely don't want to sit there and make the character boring. Yeah, Jonathan, that's what I was meant there saying. It'd be a perfect way to sit there and split them up. Hill says that Brad Bell needs to go. Well, Hill, how long have you been watching the show for? How long have people been watching the show? Jonathan says you wish they would bring Rick back. Who's Rick? Is that Rich's brother or another one of Brooke's lovers? I know he's saying that, but like, I mean, yes, Alicia, he was trying hard. He was trying hella hard. I'm like, bro, you gonna give it away? Apple says Brooke and Eric's son. Okay. All right, thank you. Rick Forrest says Eric and Brooke's son. All right, Jonathan. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you both. Yeah, because from what I understand, um Rick doesn't like Brooke at all. I think they call him RJ, right? Valerie is in the chat. What's good? Thank you for joining. Yeah, hell. Yeah, hell. Um, that can't happen. So I think it's like kind of like with Y&R, it's like, yo, just fire some of these people, touches of any Jeremy. Yeah, no, you're right. Like I said, when he was like, yo, I know somebody that we could sit there and get some information from. And I'm like, yeah, Thomas, you definitely you definitely set her up. Oh, okay, Jonathan. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. I remember Jacob Young. I remember he did that one song that I liked, and then I just haven't seen him since. Touches of Vinny. Yeah, Jeremy. I heard yesterday that Vinny just stepped into a car because he was like guilt. He felt guilty or something like that. Like he literally killed him off. Oh, J Car, you've been watching it for a minute. Yeah, I've been watching GH since high school. Um, since junior year, I've been watching GH or 2000 and well, 2000. So I've been watching it for a hot minute. No, Jonathan, I haven't. But I feel like I've been kind of out of touch with YNR a little bit. Like I recorded, well, I was watching today's episode yesterday. Hmm. Hey, Jonathan, I'm gonna have to sit there and watch it. Was he okay? Was he on today's episode though? Jonathan, let me know if he was on today's episode because I feel like I reviewed the wrong episode to be honest. Oh, Johnson, he's gonna be on tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, I agree about the writing as far as like just burnout and not having somebody else come in with a different perspective. Jonathan, he was on yesterday's episode too. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Wait, yeah, I mean, yeah, I was okay. Cool. You've been watching for a hot minute. I remember recording those. I remember recording those on my VCR, setting up the timer and everything like that. And when I had DirecTV, it would automatically go to, whenever it was like 3 o'clock, it would go on there. Or 9 o'clock when I used to sit down and watch SoapNet. I miss SoapNet so much. What is good, Jessica? Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's always good to see you. Yeah, I haven't really, I've been lacking on Weiner as well. I've been lacking on Weiner as well. That's why I was so happy I got to sit down and watch it in the morning and do a review on it. I think I woke up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Jonathan, I'm liking your thinking, and especially the part about supernatural stuff. I still miss Legacies in the Vampire Diaries universe, and I can't bring myself to watch the Vampire Academy. Like trying to watch the substitute show sucks. 25. That sounds interesting. Yeah, hell, I mean, we got four soap operas, so that's saying a lot. Yeah, Stanford. That's why I was like, yo, that's a good idea. I am liking it. Yeah, Jeremy. You're talking about you're talking about on the CW or just in general, Jonathan. Okay, that what's the True Blood. That reminds me of True Blood. When you spent there talking about that reminds me of True Blood. Oh, Jeremy, as far as daytime programming is concerned, yeah, yeah. I mean, you got a hell of a lot of talk shows. Valerie B. Witch on steroids. Jessica, I love True Blood. I tried to watch True Blood. I really did. I think I got into like episode three, and I was just like, uh, I couldn't get into the rest of the characters. I think it was like some sort of sheriff that just whined and complained, and I was so over it. Yeah, no, Jonathan, that actually sounds like a really good idea. I wish you can pitch that to like the network. Jeremy, I hate talk show. Sanford, you definitely should. You definitely should. I know James is hosting a Zoom class, but depending on how much I get involved in it, um, mm, I may drop some tips and stuff from what I've learned. So, and if you have any questions, hit me up. Jessica said the main character sucked. Yeah, he wasn't really. Mm, I don't know. I think because at the time I was watching, the Vampire Diaries and the originals and stuff like that, I was like, all right, cool, let's try this. And then it was just like, like I couldn't do it with the rest of the cast. Like, it just didn't work for me. And I heard they're gonna do a reboot anyway. So yeah, no, Sanford, Jonathan seems idea seems fire. No, Sanford, you should definitely sit there and do a soap opera channel now. 2011, 2015. So hell, you pretty much sit there saying at this point, B&B's visuals just look like crap. Jonathan, that sounds like a great idea. And in a lot of ways, you should probably not continue to share it because I think you should definitely um, pitch that to a network. You'd be surprised how many people actually want some ideas. I mean, if you want us to think, keep telling us, then definitely. But kind of think you should probably stop because That definitely does seem like gold. It works on both fronts, soap operas and Supernatural. Jay Carly, True Blood was good. Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty interesting. It did, and I like some of the stuff that they had on there. On a side note, which came out first, True Blood or Twilight? I seriously got to know that. Which one came out first? Oh, okay, okay. Well, I got to take your word for it. Um, hmm, Jonathan said it will be on 5 days a week. So it would be more like Port Charleston's what you're saying, Jonathan. Because they did that. They had angels and vampires and um, people stuck in paintings and stuff like that. So it'll be more along the lines of Port Charles. What is good, Juanita? By the way, I really love your name. Like Port Charles and Passions. Okay, Jonathan. Sanford, do not get me started on the originals. Don't get me started on Klaus. Don't get me started on Elijah. I feel like each one of those characters could have their own spinoff. And Sanford, we can thank Warner Brothers for that. We can thank Warner Brothers for that. Yeah, no, I no, Juanita, I know. I just in the beginning I couldn't pronounce your name, but Aurelia says your mother's name, her mother's name is Juanita. Jonathan says Warner Brothers is a mess right now. No, it's a dumpster fire. Jonathan, I think you're being nice. Okay, Warner Brothers is a dumpster fire. See, I'm trying to smile, but in reality, every time I think about Warner Brothers and the fact that they canceled 11 shows like a pair of dumbasses, sit there and say I get a little emotional. By emotional, I mean pissed off is an understatement. You know what, Alicia? I hate saying this. No, screw that. I don't hate saying this. I really do hope Warner Brothers gets bankruptcy. I hope that the building literally collapses on itself. I don't understand on what planet that they thought that ending 11 shows is just going to make it better for Nexstar to take over. And I know I'm going on a tangent. This is usually about um, soap operas, but Nikisha said I was excited for Batgirl. Everyone was excited for. I was excited for Batgirl. I was excited for Michael Keaton being on there, because he was supposed to be Batman. Jonathan said the merger with Universal. What else got cut? Sanford said, Alicia, I will sit there and agree with that. Nikisha says that Michael Keaton is the favorite Batman. Yeah, well, him and Ben Affleck. If this was years ago, I would have never put Ben Affleck as well anything good. But I will give my hats off to him. Sanford, pretty much like Charm, Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, Legacies, In the Dark. Feel like I'm missing some. Practically, the Flash is gone. Riverdale's gone. I feel like I don't have enough fingers to sit there and count this list. You know what the sad part is? I didn't even like Charmed. Okay. Yes, Roswell. That's another show I wasn't even a fan of. But here's the thing, though. I knew people like Charmed. Yeah, Sanford Riverdale's going next year. And here's the thing. Like Legacies, they even though it got canceled, they ended it the best way that they could. And I give them props for that. But I'm like, they take off the show when it's actually getting good. Sanford said you liked Roswell. Yeah. And from what I understand, what Nexstar is going to be doing is they're going to be making a lot of reality shows. Jessica Legacies was good in the fourth season, but up until that point, it really wasn't. I wouldn't even sit there and recommend it, but the fourth season actually got really good. Jonathan, no. Once I saw Supernatural, I feel like that was it. 15 years of Supernatural, I'm not trying to go backwards. I'm not trying to do that. And he could have did so many other, um, spinoffs. They had something called the Wavery Sisters, and they decided to scrap that. You scrap that to sit there and do a prequel. Yeah, Black Man, they're going to be doing reality shows. They're going to be doing half-hour comedies. Oh, but they're going to give us Gotham Knights because that's what everyone wants. Gotham. I am still trying not to curse. Gotham Knights. Oh, same for me. Yeah, Ethan. He was also really good in the original stuff too. He could have also done Sam's Call. Johnson said they had another supernatural spinoff that they were going to do. They were going to do two, and they decided not to do any of them. But we're going to sit there and get a prequel because Warner Brothers learned nothing from the second Wonder Woman movie. Thank you, Black Man. Anderson, a Western spinoff. No, I mean it was kind of a weird thing that they were doing. They were going to sit there and try to have these two characters go in the city, and the monsters were going to act like they were like it was like mobster. It was like monsters meet mobsters. I don't think it would have worked personally, but it sounds better than a prequel. Nikishia, Wonder Woman 1984. God, that was terrible. You know what the sad thing is that I actually loved the first movie. Oh, okay, Jonathan. All of us is very sad. Yeah, Jacob. Yeah, I remember. I mean, I didn't watch Girlfriends, but I knew about that. Sister, sister. I know about Bloodlines, Jonathan. What do you mean by that? I don't know why, Jonathan. But when you say the Samuel's Cole, it makes me think about the weapon from Supernatural. Yeah, Alicia. I mean, like I said, I don't think it would have been a good spinoff, but the Wavery sisters would have worked because you had Jody, you had that Canadian cop. Like these are people from the show that would have worked really great, and they would have brought in some new characters. But for some odd reason, they just didn't do it. G. Carly, I don't like reality shows. I don't think anyone likes reality shows. Well, that's not entirely true because I do have my guilty pleasures. I used to sit there and watch. Um, I used to watch Catfish a lot. Back in the day, I used to watch Catfish like there was no tomorrow. And then I couldn't stand that show anymore because it just felt so jaded, you know, to like reality shows. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate reality shows. I just, for like years, the CW, Jessica, no, Catfish was definitely fake. I mean, I used to love it back in the day, but I mean, hell, we all knew that that show was fake. There's no way you're gonna have a bunch of people that's gonna show up to someone's house without writing some sort of consent form to show them on TV. Oh, okay, Jonathan. Okay, wow. Then okay, that I'll admit that might have been the one that I was talking about, or it might have been a third one that he just didn't do. But Jonathan, you know what this says is just how sad it is. Which I like seeking sister wives. Sister wives, that's the one where you have that one guy that's like married to a bunch of women. How does that work for the woman? Here's the thing, I can see that working great for the guy, but I just don't see how that works for. Seems a little one sided to me. And as a guy, I'm literally saying that. He's loved the crocodile hunter. Jonathan said that Supernatural should have ended after season 5. Elisa says, no, not that one. You mean Sister Wives? Oh, I'm seeking Sister Wives. Okay, then that's probably something else that I don't know about then. Um, I don't know. I enjoy Supernatural. I did. When I got Netflix, I really caught like I binge watched Supernatural like it was no tomorrow. And it's weird watching Supernatural from the beginning because you literally see just how old they get. Like when they're like season 15 or 16 or whatever, and you go back. Oh no, that's all good, Jay. I was wondering where you were, but it's good to have you back. Yeah, no, Jessica, Supernatural was great, but again, watching it from like the first, they look like kids. When you watch it from season 1, Nikisha like, oh, I used to love Bobby. I used to love Bobby. Jay, I can't stand B&B right now. Hmm. I don't disagree with you. B&B was actually good today though. Thank you, Double C. Thank you. Yeah, Supernatural was great. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, no, Jonathan, they definitely keeping something like Kung Fu and the Walker Show. Jay, what is your favorite comedy movie? I gotta think about that. I gotta think about that. It's hard because I don't really watch a lot of comedy movies. Alicia says Blues Brothers. Um, I know my favorite sequel, my favorite movie trilogy is, and that is Back to the Future. I can watch Back to the Future all day. I can literally just lay in my bed and watch Back to the Future all day. Oh, Johnson says Trevor, John, and Adam. Yeah, no, Adam's interesting. Adam is definitely interesting. And I think was I watching yesterday's episode or today? I can't remember. But Adam and the Nick stuff was like the best part. Oh, Sanford got the ringtone. Yes, Nikisha, yes. I love that movie. Especially the second one. I think by the time it gets to the third one, it kind of goes downhill a little bit, but they have some good morals. So, oh, why I get married, Jay? Why? Yeah, no, B&B was definitely good today. Yes, Jonathan. Yes, I heard he used to then be on soap operas. They actually made a episode like like a little callback on Supernatural when he used to actually be in soap operas. Why they have Gavin and a jerk on the movie? I guess you're talking about why they. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I never watched the movie though. Yeah, Double C. He's definitely an interesting character. Yeah, Jeremy. I think after the whole kidnapping flow thing, I think at that point it was time for her to go. Like it was literally time for her to go. Alicia says I do not like Eric Brady. Yeah, I'm not exactly a fan of him either. Hmm. Name one of your favorite Halloween movies. Hmm. I can't. Does anyone have a favorite Halloween movie? I feel like I watch more shows now than I do movies. Jonathan says I have nothing against Eric. I mean, he's not terrible. It's just like, oh no, Eric I like. Eric I like. It's Brady I don't like. Oh, that took me a second. Jay says Hocus Pocus. Sanford says Freddy. I I love Freddy Krueger. Um, Depending on how they write Freddy Krueger, like his history, because Freddy Krueger has let's put it this way, he has a sort of past that I'm not exactly a fan of, but he's funny. So Jessica, I would. I mean, like, I'm thinking about doing like movie reviews, but as far as reacting to a movie, the way YouTube is, like, they gave me a copyright strike just for talking about B&B. Krista says Michael Myers, Halloween. Blackmon says Hocus Pocus. Blackmon, and Jay, are you gonna watch the second Hocus Pocus movie? Paul, anything that happens on a Hunt to Star? No, no, Paul, they didn't actually really bring that in. Jonathan says Casper. Does anyone know how Casper died? Oh, Beetlejuice. But I'm more like the cartoon, not really the movie. Does anyone remember Beetlejuice, the cartoon? Oh, Alicia, you don't like horror movies and stuff. Okay, yeah, definitely not for everyone. So, Alicia, you're probably more of a comedy person. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Beetlejuice the movie was okay. I'm more like the cartoon now. Um, Team Marshall, I'm gonna go with Dex. I'm gonna go with Dex Helen. I'm gonna go with Dex Heller. Yes, Black Mon. Yo, that was a wild show for a cartoon back in the day. Anita, no horror movies, no horror for me. Yeah, trust me, I get it. Sometimes when it gets late and it's time for me to go to sleep, I will put on a horror movie. I'll put on a horror movie because it will help me sleep. But then I'll have nightmares because of it. John said, um, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Jonathan, I have no idea how that show was made for kids. Jay Carly says Carrie. Sanford says Jeepers Creepers. I saw the first one. I didn't see the second one, and I know they'll come out with a third one. But Sanford, those are good movies, so at least the first one is. Jay says the Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know, Jessica. It's something about horror movies that I can just sit there and just fall asleep to. But then I'm listening to even while I'm sleeping, I'm listening to the horror movie. So it's like every now and then I'll get like really terrifying nightmares. Yeah, I'm pretty weird, is what I'm basically saying. Um, what was Sanford the Pumpkinhead? Gallery. Carrie creeps you out? Gallery? Okay. Crystal, Sleepaway Camp. Alicia says Westerns. Oh, you like Westerns? J. Carter says, who owned the Haunted Star? At first, I thought it was Lulu, right? Didn't Lulu own the Haunted Star at some point? I mean, listen, everyone, Valerie, I'm not knocking you. Everyone has their, you know. Oh, Luke owns it? Okay. Yeah, Alicia, Lulu owns the Haunted Star. Yeah, Nikisha, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Oh, Black Mouse says you have nightmares on Pumpkinhead. Yeah, Jessica, no, it is Lulu. That also hard to start. Sanford says Lulu is coming back. Yeah, Jay. Watch some good Christmas movies. I love Christmas. I love, love, love Christmas. Yeah, no, Alicia. Yeah, no, Lulu definitely owns the Haunted Star. But now that she's in a coma, wouldn't that? Hmm. So, okay, seeing as she's in a coma, who owns the Haunted Star now, though? Or she just like how does that work? Jay, okay, December is my birthday too. December what, Jay? Sanford, I haven't watched. Jay, when it gets closer, definitely let me know, and I'll sit there and try to shout you out. I'll shout you a happy birthday on December 14th. Just remind me a couple of days before. Sanford, yeah, Laura, right? Blackmon, the Leprechauns. Isn't there a movie called The Leprechaun? Those movies I used to find really funny. And then they made Leprechaun in the Hood, and I was like, all right, now uh, y'all just wilding out. I mean, then again, they did Jason in Space, so never mind. Yeah, Nikisha, I'm just like, yo, who owns the Haunted Star? Yeah, Alicia, I did like Julie as well as Lulu. Yeah, Black one. That seems to be the running theory. That is Laura. Black one. Oh, Gremlins. Oof. That literally brings me back to my childhood when you said Gremlins. They were doing too much, just like Jason. Yeah, Sanford. When you seen that they started putting that dude in space. Good night, Paul. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's always good to see you. Uh, Alicia, you know what? That dude is rich and old. I don't think that we need to sit there and ask questions as far as how he got anything. On the Keisha, I have Gremlins on DVD. I was Victor to get to rent it. Well, Jason, I mean, Jay Carly, you know that, Victor's rich. I mean, the dude got influence. If he has influence enough to sit there and get Laura killed with a sniper, yeah, yeah, Jonathan will most likely be a recast. Yeah, which I'm okay with because I wasn't a huge fan of the other woman that played Lulu. Robert Willis Assault recast on Days. What do you mean, Jay? Like, you have to explain that a little bit more to me. Exactly, Alicia. Paul, I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, if he did it to Ava to, send a message and Brando to kill him, I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, Ava isn't dead, and Ryan does know what he does, as as far as like medicine and being a doctor, or whatever, or something like that. So I will put him in the running. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, Jessica. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of Lulu. I wasn't a huge fan of the actress that played her or the story that she had. Oh, you used to play Abby on YNR. Okay. Jay, what is the worst recast on Days? Hmm, I can't say. I've only been watching the show for like about 2 or 3 years. So, what do you think is the worst recast? Oh, okay. All right, Black Man. Yeah, no, that was definitely for my time. That was before my time. Okay. All right, Jay. T. Marshall, from the previews that I saw, it looked like something happened to Spencer from what Victor was saying. So I think he's going to survive. I think he may have a little bit of PTSD though. No, at least I can't see him killing the mother, but I can see Ryan like wounding her just to make a point. I mean, I can see that. Yeah, Juanita, same. Which brings me back to Esme. Yeah, you mean like the new Philip? You don't like the the current one? Yeah, at least he'll survive. Oh, okay, Black Mom. Like I said, I've only been watching it for like 2 years, so Yeah, Paul, that's what I was sitting there thinking. I was like, yo, it's probably Esme, even though I know that she's too obvious, but I'm gonna go with Esme anyway. Jonathan, if Rory was to kill, at least he would be interesting. Jay says, I love Jay Phillip. Now, Jay, you are talking about the current Phillip that left, right? Like the last actress, the last actor that played Phillip? Shakira's in the chat. Yeah, no, I mean, Shakira, I guess maybe I was giving her a little bit too much props, but it's been better than it's been in a long time. So I was just happy that it was actually, well, good and not boring and watchable. And everyone, they utilized everyone. I don't know if it's not as Nathan. I don't know. Jessica, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be almost anyone. Somebody's saying it online that it could have been Finn. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I love that guy as Philip. But I only know him as Philip. So I don't know any other actor that played Philip before that. Um, yeah, but I don't know any other one that played. Shakira, I did you watch Days yet? I would sit there and say watch GH last, but Jay, my top 12 male characters. Hmm. Well, for female characters, I really only like Kristen. For male characters, it's obviously going to be EJ. It's going to be um Stefan. It's going to be Chad. I actually start to like Chad now a little bit. Johnny, John, Steve. I have to get back to you on the rest. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Shakira. I mean, it wasn't super great. Surprisingly, I here's the thing with Days, I didn't like um Jonathan. Are you serious? I remember Rex Balsam. Oh, now I got to sit there and go to Wikipedia and look at that. I didn't care for the scenes with Chad and Abby. Like I really did not care. Like her coming back as a ghost was just like it was so stupid. It was so dumb. Lisa, Lisa, you know what? Like I said, I mean, no, no, no. I was at this thing early in the chat. I was like, it could be anyone, but Brad, mm, I don't see it. I don't see Brad being a killer. Okay, Alicia. Well, to be fair, I don't like him either. So yeah, Jonathan. I mean, like I said, it would have been great if she would have came back, but we know why she's not back on the show. Why she's not on the show. And I get it. Later, Jay. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, Shakira Gage was good. It wasn't terrible. Yeah, Nikisha. I mean, I just like I said, I don't see him being a killer. Yeah, Lisa, but I mean, he did it in a way of like giving him poison food, and he still felt like crap afterwards. He definitely does not have the stomach to be a killer. Jonathan, I would hope that Julian is alive. And if Julian was alive, can we have the old Julian back? Like the Julian that didn't care, you know, um, he wasn't such a coward when it came to us Sonny. I did like Julian though. Hmm. I mean, Jessica, do you see Brad like having the stomach to sit there and do that more than once? No, yeah, no, Lisa. I mean, yeah, Julian's definitely gone. We're just talking about like what if though. Well, there was a rumor going around saying that the actor that plays Peter was supposed to come back as a twin, like he was supposed to be like the good twin or something. Yeah, Lisa, that's what I was meant to say. Like, and that was poison. It wasn't like he came in like with a shank or anything like that, and was just like a shank. Uh, but yeah, it wasn't like he actually came up and like did the deed himself. He just here's your food. Then he looked like he was gonna throw up like a couple of days. He kept taking those pills for like I guess acid reflux as I tap my belly. He's Sean. Yeah, Alicia. That's why I was like, he doesn't have the stomach for that. Yeah, Sanford is back. We got a time machine that we're going back to 2003 when they just kept popping out twins every time they fired someone and decided um it was a mistake. Black Mind, I want Blessed Ramsey to be a James Bond villain. That's what I want. John said, what if he kills Elijah from Nixon Falls? Oh, good point, Paul. I forgot that he dabbled with like viruses and stuff like that. Lisa said, Brad, not Chad. Jessica, yeah, yesterday, good memory, yeah, yesterday somebody was with them mentioning that maybe Elijah's the one that's doing it. See, Black Man, this why I rock with you. It's one of the main reasons why I rock with you. Sanford said Elijah got locked up. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it's a soap opera, which I hate saying that as some sort of carte blanche to just, you know, oh, Geisha, what if it's his commander or somebody used to be in the service with him? It would explain the dog tags. Yeah, no, Alicia, he did go to jail, but I mean that's never stopped like logic and common sense before. I mean, come on, it's kind of one of my mottos to always say, or I used to say. Yeah, boy, you've been watching it for a hot minute. That's why you're one of my go-to people as far as if I'm like confused about something. Yeah, Jonathan. Then Whitney, hmm, when they tell Sonny about that though, if he escaped, yeah, Jessica, I have no idea what they're doing with Liz out there. Yeah, Nikki, I mean, as far as the dog tags and everything, yeah, exactly, Alicia, exactly. Jail doesn't stop villains. Logic and common sense don't stop villains. Then there's plot armor. Yep, 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 yep. So I kind of promised myself a little bit. That I was only going to be on here for an hour and a half since I have to wake up at like the crack of dawn. Richard Dean Anderson. Oh, Nikisha, you're too much. I love it. Police says only plot stops. Plot armor, yes. Jonathan, you have a good point. You have a good point. But yeah, I think I'm gonna sit there and end the stream right now. Just because, like I said, I gotta be up like early crack of dawn. But I do want to thank everyone for joining though. Like this was amazing. I am loving these lives. I mean, I say that all the time, but that's because I love talking to everyone here. Valerie, thank you, thank you. Juanita, thank you. Alicia, thank you. Jonathan, Nikisha, Paul, Valerie, Alicia. Yeah, if you can hit the like button, that definitely helps. Thank you, Valerie. Jessica, thank you for joining. Lisa, Paul. Thank you, Jonathan. I had a lot of fun too. Thank you for joining, Nikisha, and thank you everyone for joining. Sanford, Alicia, Blackmon, thank you for joining. If anyone that's coming on James Zoom, I will see everyone who joins then. Otherwise, you'll see me throughout the week. And like always, if Sunday they don't change my schedule, I'll do another live. The usual time, I think everyone knows the time that is. Jonathan, the next stream is going to be on Sunday. Sunday at 6 Eastern Pacific Standard or New York time. So that's going to be the next stream. And by the way, that's a really good concept, Jonathan. So definitely keep working on that. Definitely keep working on that. And you know, my email is on my about page. So if you work on anything interesting, please let me know because that sounds like a hell of a story. Um, Paul, thank you. Have a good night. Thank you, Blackmon. Thank you, everyone. Like I said, I will see everyone Sunday at 6 p.m. because um, I just love doing it. My God, you people are amazing. Thank you so much. And if I didn't say goodnight to you, you know who you are, and I really appreciate you being here. So I can go through the rest of the list. Oh, Jessica, I think I said goodnight to you. And I can go through the rest of the list, but I think you know who you are. And yes, have a good night. Good night, Shakira. Thank you for joining. Yes, Blackmon, I will definitely see you then. I will see you on Saturday if you're there Saturday. And I will see you on Sunday. Um, Shakira, good night. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank everyone for making it fun. So this is all y'all. I'm just here hanging out. So yes, thank you everyone. Have a good night. Be safe, everyone. Also, if you're in the chat still, if you could share the video, I know it's kind of a, you know, it's kind of an extra step, but I want to kind of get these lives a little more noticeable. Because like right now we have like 20 something people. So if you're watching this, definitely share. That would really help out a lot. And yeah, see everyone in the next chat, next live stream, in the next video. Later, Jonathan. Like I said, email me your ideas, or at least some of them. And I would not share with anyone else because they're too good. Like what else to do? Laters.